Thanks for checking in to find out what you should check out this month on Shorties.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bombs Away presents Shorties. If you are new here, Shorties is a preview of the coming attractions for this month, where we will go over what we will be covering. I'm Tyler O. Joining me here, as always, in the studio is
Mr. Jonathan Young.
And joining us for today's Shorties is manager...
It's our production manager.
Production manager extraordinaire.
Yeah, you've heard him on Spider-Man 3, and you've heard him on our entire Avengers Endgame series for our brand new staff picks.
Yes.
Which we'll go over what that is in more detail this time.
Yes.
And please welcome Mr. Payton Beaber.
Hello, how are you guys?
Good.
We're good.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good. It was it's been a month.
Yeah, it really has. It was a long month.
It really has.
Yeah. So first and foremost, hello everyone out there. Here we are. We apologize for the lateness of this episode. It should have been out, at the end of last month, but if you were listeners to the show, normally know what we do for a living. You know what has been in the stratosphere when it comes to how busy our lives have been. If you follow the Instagram account, you know as well. We have been working our ass off to open to the public, to the world, something extremely historical, which is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And while can't tell you about it, we recommend that you go and go experience it for yourself. We can say that we have been busy.
Yes.
With that, the live show and everything else that we're going to actually announce that we've been working on, we fell behind. Sorry.
Yeah.
But we're here to make up for it with some amazing announcements and just to say, Get your vacation packages. Go ahead and go see this land. It is a work of art.
Yeah.
That's what we'll say about it.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Right? So, with that being said, how is everybody doing? Like, just personally, how you doing? That's how we usually start these. Like, just what's going on with you? How do you feeling? What have you been watching? These kind of things. That's what people like to know with these shorties. So, let's start with you, sir. How you been doing?
I might.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Anything going on?
No, just wedding shit.
Got that wedding plans, right?
That's all that's going on for me.
Yeah.
Started watching Chernobyl.
Oh,
how is it?
That shit's spooky.
I hear it's good.
Ooky spooky.
I heard that, practical effects wise, it's like really graphic.
It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
The first episode, that's all I've watched so far. There's only 5, but because it's a miniseries, but it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, there's no need to continue making it into a couple seasons.
I can't wait to watch Russia's version of it that they're
yeah.
making.
Are they really?
They're making U.S. the bad guys.
Yeah. They're basically
Russia's version is just it didn't happen.
No. They fully accept that it happened, but it's very interesting the way that they think it happened.
Mm-hmm.
They are making a show that instead of showing, which is very interesting again because the directors of this show and the creators set out to make a show that was respectful of what happened and to not shit on there's a fly in the studio and to not shit on Russia too much because Russia would get really mad.
Mm-hmm.
So they made something incredibly respectful and didn't really want to shit on making Russia look bad for what they did. Russia for some reason missed that and was like, well, actually what really happened in Chernobyl was United States spies.
Hillary did it.
Oh, basically. Her emails made it collapse. They said that U.S. spies were sent out and sabotaged the Chernobyl power plant.
That's some horse shit.
Yeah, that's what their series is going to be about. But
okay.
yeah, it's
I'm down for the fictionalized account. It's a very Tarantino spin on it.
I know, right? They're going to shoot Hitler in the face a bunch at the end of it. No, it's very interesting. It is very it is hard to watch because you watch it and you're like, oh man, I can't believe this happened so long ago. People are so dumb. And it was literally not even that long ago. It was 31 years.
Wow.
Or 32 years, something like that. So it was at the tail end of the 80s. This isn't a spoiler for the first episode, but obviously the nuclear plant exploded, and there's people outside watching all the ash fall and playing in it like it's the snow, and it is radioactive ash,
just like what's it called? Like Nazis with burning the Jews, like in Schindler's List.
Oh yeah. No, they're out there playing in it, and you're like, yo, that shit's toxic. Yeah, it's insane. You should watch it. It's definitely rough. It's better than Game of Thrones. So anyway,
okay, awesome. Been to the movies lately, other than Endgame?
Yeah, I saw some shit.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, I think the last 2 movies I saw fucking sucked.
Okay,
I'm about to divide this room.
Okay,
I saw Brightburn.
Sure,
that was terrible.
Okay,
right.
Yeah, that was a weird one. And then what did I see before? Oh, I saw Detective Pikachu.
Oh, yeah?
That shit blew.
That's what he meant by divide the room right there.
Yes.
It's such a good movie, though.
That shit sucked
I
so
loved it
much.
so much.
I walked out, I was like, damn, I should just stayed at home and watch Zootopia.
What?
It's the same story.
So?
I don't even remember Zootopia detailed enough to say yes or no on that
Go
one.
back and watch Zootopia and you'll be like, oh. That is, like, Zootopia's plot is that they're a shadow organization is making the animals feral so that they will create a divide between carnivores and herbivores.
Yeah,
Yes.
I remember that.
And this one's Pikachu is between Pokemon and people,
And
right?
people. And they want the split to happen.
Got it.
So
Also, it was
so they
Sure.
can become one.
Yeah.
So they like fuse people and Pokemon
Yeah.
together. It was kind of weird.
So I'm on a middle divide here. Where
You
like,
gave it a 9 out of 10. Don't say you're on a
Did I
middle
say
divide.
9?
Yes,
Did
I watched
say
your
9?
review.
I thought it was like
It's
8.
a good movie. Okay, maybe the plot's the same, but it's still a good movie.
That CGI is whack.
I gave
It's
it.
good.
It looks like shit.
What? No way. Pikachu looks so cute in his little facial expression.
Pikachu's the only one that looks good in the entire movie. The
That
rest
is true.
Bulbasaur?
Everything else looks
And the
unfinished.
Bulbasaurs. The Bulbasaurs? No, Mewtwo looks greasy like he just came out of like someone's like Unity engine project.
A lot of them look like they're pre-viz.
Yes, that's my whole thing. And then also the writing was whack as fuck. Like, spoilers, when Mewtwo says, he's like, humanity is bad, but you are okay, so I'll let you. Like, it was
Right.
terrible. I was like, oh, this is shit's whack.
I think it
Is that Will Smith's son?
No.
His name's Smith. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what Jaden looks like nowadays.
His
I think
name
he's got
is
like blonde hair.
Justice Smith. That's not Jay. How did you remember his son's actual name, but then forget what the kid's
I don't
name?
No, maybe he's going by something else.
He's
It's
the
like
kid
P.
from,
Diddy.
He's the kid from P. Diddy had to change his name because he got Tupac killed. No, he's the kid from Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Oh, the nerd guy.
Yeah, the one
Okay.
who just goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's all he does
That's
the
why I
whole
don't
movie.
remember that. 'Cause that
Damn.
movie sucks.
Fallen Kingdom was whack.
Yeah, it was.
It
Take
was
that,
alright.
Jarrett.
It was okay. I liked it, but it was
I
whack.
like it too. I'm ready for the next one. See where it can conclude everything.
It's not even Jurassic Park anymore, or World even.
It's
like
Jurassic World now.
yeah,
Because the world is Jurassic.
It's fucking awful.
Did you hear that new Netflix show?
It's
that's
just
coming out?
Turok.
Yeah,
it's just
Cretaceous
goddamn
Park.
Cretaceous
Oh,
Park.
I'm so down.
Or no, Camp Cretaceous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what it's about, and it's,
It's
animated.
Animated.
So
It's probably like a
it's gonna be
kids
for
on the-
little kids.
Yeah.
Camp Candy.
I'm still gonna watch it though.
There was literally a cartoon back in the 80s called Camp Candy, in which John Candy voiced his own person, and he was a counselor at his own camp.
And he had like a heart attack.
Yep. He was like, "Go see Wagons East."
Please watch Uncle Buck again.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Pikachu was. I as a non-fan, I enjoyed what was presented.
Well, what was wild is Carly really wanted to see it, and Carly knows jack shit about Pokemon.
Sure.
She only knows Pikachu. So the entire time she was naming off, she was like, kept being like, hey, what Pokemon's that?
Bulbasaur.
And then there was, the Bulbasaur
Squirtle.
showed up, and she's like, oh my god, I love Squirtle. And I was like, damn,
Blastoise.
that's wrong.
Okay,
Like
so
Gengar in
so
the
that's the thing for me
Terrifying.
is like I was watching it And every single time, even as a non-fan, every single time another one showed up on screen, I was like, I felt like it was just major, like, Where's Waldo, like, fan service.
That's
right?
the fun of it, though. It's like, oh, there's that Pokemon. Oh,
Yeah.
is that a
right.
Pachamp in the back?
It was like putting things into Rogue One that didn't need to be there. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah,
Where
like
it was
Han Solo's cock. They
Yeah.
should not have put that in there.
yeah, he shot first. That's usually that. I'm very proud of myself. That's usually your joke.
Not very good.
So yeah, no, I something about it when you inject Ryan Reynolds' voice into that character, I'm immediately, especially after coming off of like the past 2 years of getting a Deadpool, right, and that voice coming out of something, you immediately are like, well, I want this to be more adult, which is what I kind of thought they were going for.
No.
I would have had more fun if
By
Pikachu,
picking him.
Yeah, I would have had more fun if Pikachu was voiced by a small child.
Okay,
Yes,
so somebody
I think that would have been so much better.
Pikachu.
didn't I think it was Jenny, a friend of ours from work, who mentioned that Pikachu more has a Danny DeVito style voice, Detective Pikachu, in the original source material.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
something.
Everyone
I
wanted-
would have been down.
It's a
There was-
video game.
Initially, when they said they were going to get a Detective Pikachu movie out, everyone wanted Danny DeVito to be in it. Could you imagine that?
Hell yeah.
Hey, I'm Pikachu.
That's kind of how it sounds, too.
Come on, Jaden, it's time to get plowed.
Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Egg.
And spoilers for Detective Pikachu, but the
That's a horrible twist at the end.
The
Yeah,
two twists.
I didn't like
The
it.
two twists in it, I called before the movie ever started. I said, "Hey, Carly, just letting you know, I'm calling it now. We're pulling the movie theater." I was like, "That chick with the pink hair, she's a Ditto." And Carly's like, "I don't know what that means, but okay." And then it happened, and she was like, "What?" Also, those Ditto eyes
was
were
fucking
fucking
The
terrifying.
scary, and we turned into a human. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then I was in the middle of the movie. I was like, yeah, man, Pikachu is he's his dad. And then he turned out it was true, and I was like, "Fuck this whack ass."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you got? What have you been watching? What do you recommend? What do you say stay away from? What do you got?
All right, so he's Godzilla.
Okay. I got some feelings.
I
I didn't see it yet.
I liked it as a Godzilla fan, but after seeing it with you, I see what you're coming from, and I kind of agree that it was kind of a little bit lackluster. And then I went back and watched a bunch of Godzilla movies over the past few weeks. I love those movies so much.
Uh-huh.
It's so good.
You see, my thing about the
So
Godzilla movies.
Hold on,
Oh.
sorry. Just to finish his point. So it made you want to just go back and revisit better things?
Well, no.
Okay.
Yes and no. I wanted to go back and sort of get the myth, because this movie has a lot of references to older movies. And I went back, and last night I watched Godzilla vs. Destroyer with like the oxygen bomb and everything, and it was really fun to see the source material, and then it sort of brought back in this new version, Americanized version of it.
Okay.
So I enjoyed it as a fan. And
What-
I know
yeah.
I know you have different ideas.
Every single human that is on screen is either throwaway or hated. Like
No, I
venomously being like, just get off the screen. Go back to the monsters. It's like watching Phantom Menace, and every time they cut away to like the Gungan battle, that's what it felt like.
Well,
Like,
tell-
where you're like,
No,
give me the fucking lightsabers back. Like,
Yeah.
even go to Anakin, that's better.
It's hella funny because I was reading reviews about it, and they were like, a lot of the reviews I read that were shitting on the movie were that it didn't have enough substance outside of the fights, and that was cracking me up because I was like, God damn, what do you motherfuckers want? The other Godzilla movie came out, and you said there wasn't enough Godzilla, there was too much human, and now you're like, there's too much Godzilla, I need more human.
Exactly.
Wait, well, no, we got enough human, but what we got was shit.
If it was written just a little bit better, it would have made the movie so much better overall.
Okay, so
It's because what's her name was like, it's the nun. Ah!
okay, so without spoiling
ghosts.
without spoiling anything, there's basically a main character who is responsible for everything that happens, like disaster wise.
Oh, you mean
right?
Millie Bobby Brown, like they laid out in the trailers?
No.
Is it not her?
No, it's not.
No.
Is it Anne Hathaway from that other
Will you
movie?
stop guessing? But
they stole that.
so basically, there's somebody responsible for everything, right? And then they're also just an unlikable person in this entire thing,
They are
right?
annoying.
I knew this movie was gonna be whack when I saw that trailer, and he said, "Oh God,
Guess what?
Zilla."
Guess what?
Yeah.
That's exactly how it plays out too. That's not
Yes.
two separate scenes.
And that's what I thought. And when he said that, I was like,
The most groan-worthy thing in that trailer turns out to be cut exactly how it plays.
It's like, I gotta go back and play football.
He goes, "Oh my God," and the other guy goes, "Zilla," right? And you're like, "Fuck you, Eric. Fuck you, Eric from Billy Madison. I don't like this."
Fuck you, Eric from Billy Madison / the guy from Cabin in the Woods / the guy from Get Out
Yeah, it's
/
exactly
the guy in Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's having a renaissance in his career.
But yes, without spoiling it, like I said, a main character who's responsible for all of this happens, right? And then you have to sit there and watch this person who is now responsible for millions, if not billions of people's lives lost, right? Go through an emotional journey that they want to take you on with this person and try to make them redeemable. And you're like, I don't care. Die.
yeah.
Damn, I gotta go see this.
But the Atomic Godzilla was pretty cool at the end. It was just like,
Every single time.
nuclear.
Well, that's the thing is like, it's way cool to see all this happen and play out, but it also makes you, knowing what the next movie is, you're like, wait a minute, he did all this, he fought this giant three-headed Hydra thing and like a bunch of other monsters, and other monsters bowed down to him, and he can go subatomic and everything, and then he's just gonna fight a monkey?
Damn it, I was just gonna ask,
Right?
is King Kong in it?
Referenced
That's
a
the
lot.
sequel.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be Skull Island King Kong?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, fuck
Because that's the best movie I've seen out of all three of these so far.
So I've heard that this Kong in Skull Island was a child. So now he's full grown, whatever that may be. I don't know.
But he's
Well,
still
'cause it's been
just
30
a
years.
monkey compared to something
Exactly.
that's nuclear.
That's like shooting-
Kong's like fur is falling off.
He gets cancer? Is
Yeah,
that what
just
you're
radiation?
saying?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a slow fight.
Oh, Chernobyl.
My skin.
Oh, goddamn her emails.
And he's gonna fuck a chick too. That's how he's gonna win over Godzilla. He's gonna have
Oh,
sex
dang.
with a human woman,
And Jack Black's just gonna be filming it. Like, yes.
and then when she dies, he's gonna say, "We'll donate the proceeds of the film to her cause."
Cool. All right. So
I'll-
Godzilla, you're
Yeah.
saying you recommend it.
I recommend it.
I'm saying if you want to turn your brain off and have like a monster battle, cool. Just like it made me angry by the end. I was angry.
That is hell funny that you said that, because
What?
there's a subreddit I follow called Movies Circle Jerk, where they make fun of like critics and people who like pine over shitty movies. They were shitting all over people who are like, "Yeah, Godzilla's good if you just turn your brain off."
Yeah.
You literally.
Yep. Yep. Anything else?
Two other movies, Book Smart and Aladdin, which I liked a lot.
What?
Much more than
I know, I'm so
thought
surprised by him saying
I
this.
saw this last night. It was great.
Yeah, I actually heard Will Smith is really good, and I heard Jasmine knocks it out of the park.
Oh yeah, amazing. I expected it not like it. Came out loving it.
I keep meaning to go see that and Rocket Man.
I'm coming.
Oh,
I'm
Rocket
coming
Man.
for.
Ew.
I'm coming for Nassim Padram. She's awesome.
That's right, she's in it.
Yeah.
Very briefly, but she is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep seeing it on that thing on the TV.
And Rocket
Okay.
Man?
No,
in
in
Aladdin.
Aladdin. It's like Jasmine's friend.
Oh, the Handmaiden.
She's from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, she's in it.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
So what have you been watching, Jonathan?
Um.
Anyway, let's move on to those trailers.
Yeah. Recently, yes, saw Godzilla with you. I think before that, yes, I saw Endgame. It's been a slow week for me. Usually, I'm on top of it, but I haven't had a chance to hit the theater much.
You've seen 2 movies this week. I see your Instagram.
No, I've only seen one.
I thought you went and picked up your popcorn shit again.
I did see 2 movies.
Yeah, you
One was Godzilla, and then the other one was Detective Pikachu. So they were both things that we talked about.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, I don't Remember,
and there's a lot.
We saw Shazam.
Shazam, a great movie.
That was actually surprisingly the best DC movie I've seen.
Oh yeah,
ever.
I agree.
I mean, since like this new universe.
Oh, okay, not the Nolan.
Yeah,
universe.
no.
I was like, Dark Knight Rises is pretty fucking stellar.
Yeah.
So.
So I mean, if you haven't seen it and you're like, I'm just looking for something throwaway, I'm not interested in what's going out. Yeah, go see Shazam. It's still in a couple theaters.
Yeah, go see the better Captain Marvel.
Yes. Yeah. Other than that, I really haven't been watching much of anything that isn't something that I've watched a million times over on Netflix.
And there's a lot
and
coming out
stuff.
too. It's like every week there's something new.
Well, it's blockbuster time now, so
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
just gonna be tons of shit.
The 14th is a big movie, like MIB, Shaft, The Dead Don't Die.
That looks good.
Right.
I have never been less hyped for a film than I am for the new Men in Black, and I don't know why. I literally keep wanting to be like, I want to see
I'm
it.
sure
but
it'll
I'm
be
still
fine.
Not
every
excited.
You're
trailer
right.
I see, I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm down.
Okay.
I'm ready for
I
some
haven't been
Alien.
stoked, and I love what's her name,
Tessa Thompson
Tessa Thompson.
Yeah.
Love her, and I love obviously.
and Helmsworth.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's that they're holding back or they don't have what we're looking for. But I feel your lack of enthusiasm.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, Men in Black is funny.
Yeah.
Like
I think part of it is
the
missing.
two movies they made are really good.
So they're so the thing is about it is that I think it's the same thing that happened to another franchise that Smith used to be a part of. Is that
iRobot.
yeah, both Men in Black and Independence Day heavily carried on his shoulders, and both of them in their like sequels that came back years later have failed because he wasn't a part of them. And I'm just like, I don't understand what it is that is having him not latch onto that, but is latching onto really shitty things that he shouldn't, like Blooper.
I was just gonna say.
Like just go back, man. Like people, have you not learned that after a certain while it's okay to revisit the franchise and people will actually love you for it more? Like we'll stop saying that Harrison Ford hates Star Wars as much because he came back and actually did that character super justice.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I forgot a movie we should all go see. Secret Life of Pets 2, starring
Oh,
Harrison
yeah.
Ford. I heard a reviewer
Get off my bed.
I heard a reviewer refer to it as the Pulp Fiction of animal movies, and I don't know what that means.
Well, there's a heroin needle scene.
Is it like played backwards or something?
I don't know.
Out of order?
I couldn't.
Dead dog story.
I couldn't stand those two main dogs. They were annoying as
Well, you
hell.
don't have to watch the one now. He's a new voice actor because
Yeah.
he was jerking off all the time. So
Excuse me, what?
You know the main dog?
Louis
He was
CK.
voiced by Louis C.K., so now he's voiced by Patton Oswalt.
Oh shit!
So it might be better now.
They're like, hey, get rid of that jerk off guy and get that dead wife guy in here.
Damn! Come on, not Patton.
He's a good guy.
He's a great guy. That's why it's so harsh for you to say such a thing. Man, Carly's not gonna like that one.
She'll like that one. She'll like that one. Don't get me started on Kevin Smith.
What about him?
Fuck that guy.
What?
I sat through
You-
yoga hosers.
You calm down. You calm down, sir. Don't say that.
Moose Jaws is never happening.
Probably not. And it's okay. Nobody needs another Johnny Depp in self-indulgence, like look at my daughter fest.
Yeah, that's why I hate him.
Yeah.
Because he put his daughter and Johnny Depp's daughters in that movie.
But his daughter is now in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like on her own merits too. Like he did not call in a favor, anything. She auditioned and she got it. Like,
Yeah.
which is one of the most coveted things that like every person in Hollywood was wanting out of that film at this point, is just to be in it.
yeah.
And he got seems a bit pretentious, even for Hollywood standards, but he got like a 15-minute standing ovation.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, Jesus
Oh, really?
Christ! Like, I'm sure the movie is phenomenal, but like 15 minutes to the point where you're just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, after 5, I'm like, I'm out.
I'm
5 after 2.
No, see, they told you it was a 15-minute standing ovation, but actually everyone left and it was just one guy in the theater he was clapping for
He
15
wouldn't
minutes.
stop.
Yeah,
And they have to honor it. They
Yeah.
have to just stand there.
they're like timing it. They're like,
They're like,
damn.
thank you, thank you.
And he's like,
thank
anyone
you.
in here with sweaty feet?
Thank you. God damn it, Eddie.
Uma, You're my muse. I'm so hyped for that movie.
That does look good.
He said that it's the closest thing he's made to Pulp Fiction since Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
So I know that's like kind of like a buzzword type thing to say, but
Sure.
because everything he's made has been stellar. So
I heard that it is an alternate reality, very much like Inglourious.
I figured.
And I'm way cool with that.
I am anticipating, after his last film, which had a scene that I don't typically think I have problems with blood in films. I enjoy watching Hostel and Hostel 2. But the scene where John Root, the hangman, throws up on all the blood out of his mouth in Hateful Eight, right? Made me woozy.
Yeah.
And I am just imagining what Tarantino's going to do with that Sharon Tate murder scene.
Here's what I'm gonna call it. Two different things that I think is gonna happen. I really hope either one of these plays out. So the murder scene happens as is, right? And it's bloody and gruesome and you know what it is. And then the two of them go after the murderers.
Yeah.
Because they're next door neighbors. We know this.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
And they go after them and they hunt them down and they kill Charles Manson.
That'd be sick.
Right? Just
That'd
blow
be
his
cool.
fucking brains out. End of movie. You know? Or they stop it mid-murder.
I don't think they'll do that.
No.
Because everyone's hyped for that.
That's
Here's where I say what two possible things that'll happen, right? Tarantino's so into just like gore and shock and all that kind of stuff, right? There's a misconception about what happened to Sharon Tate.
Okay. Yeah.
The misconception is that when she was murdered, she was pregnant, but the misconception is that they cut her stomach open and took the baby out. And we're like, oh, with the baby, right? So what that is a myth that was passed around about this murder.
Sure.
My thing is like the two things that could happen is she gets just brutally murdered like she did, or that happens in the movie. Because you know Tarantino's probably like, I haven't ripped a baby out of a pregnant woman's belly yet.
What if I could cut a foot off?
Then I get to keep it.
Yeah.
Also read today he doesn't allow cell phones on his set.
I believe it.
That makes sense.
No one's allowed to have their phone on the set.
No photo leaks.
This guy lives in like 1990 and past. So yeah, super hyped about that. So we're 30 minutes in. Let's start the trailers.
Fuck. This is a longie.
Yeah. But you know that's fun. That's we are still talking movies, and like we're talking about what we love. So like I'm totally okay, and I think everybody out there, if you're still listening, you're okay with it too. If
I
not,
hope so.
You turned it off and go fuck yourself.
Damn.
Well, they didn't hear it.
Call them out.
Anyway, let's get into the month of June. Okay,
We're in it.
So this, if you're listening to this, like the first day that the Shorties comes out, it should come out like just like coincide with it. Is the first episode that was due last week. But this movie is insane. It is turning into, the more times that I watch it, it is turning into one of my favorite movies that we've done on this show. It has really very little to do, if anything, to the first movie that we did on it, but it's following our kind of end of school year theming for June, because that's when kids get out of school, proms happen, and people are saying, you know, graduating and things like that.
Grad
So,
nights.
right? So,
Grad night.
When's that horror movie coming out?
grad night?
We live it every week.
Yeah. So this is a sequel to what we did last year, Jamie Lee Curtis's 1980s Prom Night. This is Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2. Roll trailer.
She took the keys to my Cadillac car, jumped in my Have
you seen Mary Lou?
drove up far.
She went behind the stage with Cooper.
All right, let's hear it for Mary Lou Maloney.
Because Mary Lou bugs in this movie.
Hey.
A lot.
Never mind the stupid caper on
She's
head, just
hot.
give me the crown.
This year, someone special is coming back to Hamilton High for prom night. Mary Lou Maloney. She's been dead for 30 years. Now she's
He dropped
going
his
to
cup
use
of
Vicky's
nut.
body to get her crown back.
Morning, prom queen.
Only nominated, not the winner.
Not yet.
Mary Lou Maloney has come back.
Vicky,
Wrong.
you came with me.
she will enter your body and possess you
See you later, alligator.
on revenge.
Whoa.
Another prom queen hopeful bites the big one. Cracking up? I don't know what's happening to me.
She's dead.
Dad, you know something about this, don't you?
Sucker.
See you later, alligator.
She took the keys to my Cadillac car.
They're playing our song.
In my kitty and she drove. Well, she jumped in my kitty and she...
Hello, Mary Lou. Prom night 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
I love this movie.
It was weird.
God, it was great.
Also, way to show the ending of the movie.
But no context unless you know it.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird.
Yeah. But that movie is fully on YouTube. So I know that we say, like, when things are on YouTube, like, yeah, go watch it if you feel like. No, I'm telling you, watch this and then listen to our episode. This movie is fun. It is crazy. We're talking about, like, spirits, possession, like, weird, crazy dream sequences.
Yeah, it's not just like a killer at a prom. This is straight up like a ghost story.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, possession, I don't know, cobweb volleyball nets.
Blackboards eating people?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That is an amazing shot. Yeah, it's all practical too.
Oh, man.
Incest for some reason.
Yep, incest out of nowhere. Yeah, like death by head explosions, and it's just like, oh my god, it's crazy.
And Michael Ironsides.
Hell yeah, right? Just rocking it too. Like, he's really doing well.
Just doing him.
Yeah, right? So that is Prom Night 2, Hello Mary Lou. And that's out now. If you're listening to this, it's out within the same 24 hours if you're listening to this on day 1. So, with that being said, we are going to move on to also what's coming out this week is, in celebration of how we do it, holiday slashers. We are finally, because we did not do it the first year, we are celebrating Father's Day, finally. And we're not doing Father's Day, because that movie's awful.
That's what we do here.
Yeah, but I mean, awful in like they did it on purpose that way, so it's not. I don't like to touch those kind of things. I like it when it was not intentional. So this movie is not the worst movie.
I wouldn't even say it's a bad movie.
Yeah, but we have to do it in order to get to the crazier ones in it. So, and I was like, well, this will give us at least 3 Father's Days in a row.
Wow.
So this is 1987's The Stepfather. Roll trailer.
Dear Lord, we thank you for our dear friends, our wonderful home. But most of all, Father, we thank you for bringing us together as a family. Amen.
Amen.
When I came here, I was a stranger. But I've never felt more at home anywhere in my life.
John Locke.
I have beautiful friends. I have a wonderful new family.
Numerous sweaters.
This is as good as it gets.
You never talk about your past. Past is important.
Didn't even exist until I met you.
Well, it's definitely like a modern take on the trailer.
Yeah, especially with that dum.
That's my girl.
We have to talk, honey.
About what?
About what is happening to our family.
I'm taking care of it.
It isn't our house anymore. It's his. There's just something about him. He scares me. I'm afraid of him.
He's your father now, and you'll respect him.
He's not my father. He's just some crazy creep.
I don't think we have to break up the family, do we, Pumpkin?
It's okay, sweetheart. I won't hurt you. Come out here now! Get out here! It's all a game, Steph, huh? Ollie Ollie home free.
Wow, they had Blu-rays in 1987.
Wow.
But damn, they made that look good.
I might go see that one now.
Yeah, you trying to go see The Stepfather in theaters?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, this movie is actually really well done. It's got some very weird and interesting points that we'll touch on, but that should be out this Tuesday, the 11th. Okay, so moving on, there's something else that we did last year. That it was a big event, really. It was our first major guest. We had director Lloyd Kaufman on the show, and we were celebrating his entire Class of Nukem High series. So we did Class of Nukem High 1, and then we did Return to Nukem High Volume 1, and then we did Return to Nukem High, aka Volume 2. And what we did there is we skipped actually Part 2 and Part 3, because in his Return to Nukem High Volume 1, it's getting confusing, but I got this, he did the same thing, because he didn't actually direct Part 2 and Part 3. So he actually, in the beginning of Part 4, let's say it that way, right, skipped past it in the Stan Lee cameo narration that he did. Where like Stan Lee was like, this is what happened in Part 1, right? And they show all the scenes, and then he goes, and then some other bullshit happened, and it's like literally fast forwards past Part 2 and Part 3. So now we, as a show, are going to attack Part 2, and then we'll do Part 3 sometime next year. So this is Class of Nukem High, Part 2, Subhumanoid Meltdown. Roll trailer.
Stop the presses. It was incredible, and I saw the whole thing. Turned right into a big mess of green goo.
So you'd say you witnessed a subhumanoid meltdown?
Life is full of miserable chores.
Wait, is this like a music video?
It said that in the beginning.
That doesn't work.
Ooh, this is the trailer, though. All right, there was boobies, some boobies,
A vomiting creature. Catching a baby like a football. Vomiting.
Sure dead now.
boobies,
A mouth
on the belly button.
It's got its own theme song.
It's pretty rocking, actually.
I do like this song.
Yeah.
Fat dudes. I mean, it's all straight trauma flair, really.
Whoa, more
Sex.
boobs?
On-screen sex.
He's blindfolded.
So good. It's almost like you've got a mouth down there.
Belly button mouths. More belly button mouths.
Wait, this is just the sequel to Society.
Yeah.
More boobs, more boobs.
Making out with the belly button mouth. Why is he...
Why would he be grossed out by that?
There's a whole lot of tits in this trailer.
A giant squirrel? More tits? Stunts?
Oh,
melty
meltdown.
face? Vomiting?
Oh.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, this is insane.
That looks fun.
There's a lot of sex happening. This song kicks ass, too.
There's a baby fly.
Is that Godzilla?
It's a little bit like Godzilla. Damn. Man on fire.
Damn, thought college would have turned out like this.
A swaggering bulldozer of a flick.
All right. By Cracked Magazine.
Damn, that shit slaps. Oh, it's taking a piss.
A gigantic squirrel pissing on a nuclear reactor.
Damn.
From Trauma. Well, I mean, that's standard Trauma flair right there, and honestly, when you think about it, that's probably better than the new stuff. Because that's my problem with Trauma stuff. Like, the new stuff, Kaufman got too meta about it.
Yeah, he just started making stuff bad because he could.
Right, where this is like, it was like fun and inventive, and yes, there is meta stuff in there where like they have posters of Toxie and like the previous movie. I'm like, how can you have a poster of the movie that you're a part of?
Whoa.
You know?
Because it's cool.
But that's when it was like not so in your face, you know, but new stuff is just like, God, you're just doing it to do it now. Like you know, you're fucking people with a, like, I don't know, like a mutated dildo for no other reason, being like, hey, it's funny, right? It's a mutated dildo, and you're like, all right, I guess so.
I mean, I guess that's funny. I still love Poultrygeist, though.
Okay, I've never seen it, but that's fine. So that will come out on the 18th of June, and that will finish up our end of school year kind of thing, and that will take us directly into the same week we will launch our next staff picks. Now, if you guys haven't been paying attention to the entire Avengers series that we had out, Avengers Endgame Part 2 should be coming out this week as well. So you have like 4 episodes this week.
Holy hell.
Yeah. So there's a lot on your plate for you to catch up so that we can catch up. So that will be coming out. But what is staff picks? Guys, help me out here. What do you think?
Well,
it's movies that are not necessarily bad.
Actually good.
They could be bad, but stuff we just love. But we are leaning more on like good stuff that we like.
Time to celebrate some of the things that we love from our past.
Yes, and for this month's staff pick that we're doing, it is to lean into our live show to help us lay the groundwork for what the live show is, even though this live show really doesn't give a shit about that first movie. But yeah, so it's also going to be a way for us to if a movie has sequels that are terrible, but the original one or just a movie in it is actually really good,
kind of like The Stepfather.
Yeah, it gives us a chance to praise it less than, and still shit on it because it's fun, but less shitting on it, more like talk about it, so that we can, like I said, lay the groundwork for what's to come.
Anything can have a joke thrown at it. Anything can be funny. We've learned that with Endgame.
Yeah.
So we're like, why not talk about some of the things that we love and we can celebrate that way? So that's what staff picks are. Once per month, one movie that we love. Try to tie it into something that we're doing, and that's a good way to explain it, right?
Yeah.
So with this one, this will come out on June 20th, and it is to, like he said, celebrate the live show. This is Nightmare on Elm Street. Roll trailer.
The kids of Elm Street don't know it yet, but something is coming to get them.
There's something out there, isn't there?
You could just see cuts happening.
What did that, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
A biker.
The coroner got to say.
Seen the John puking since he saw it.
They're gonna kill me for sure.
Did you do it?
There was somebody else there.
He was locked in a room with a girl who went in alive and came out in a rubber bag.
No one knows where it came from or who it will visit next.
Nancy? There's something wrong with you. You're imagining things.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Do you believe in the boogeyman?
No.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
She she's the only one who can stop it. If she fails,
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
no one will survive. From Wes Craven, director of The Hills Have Eyes and Last House on the Left, a new masterpiece in fantasy terror, Nightmare on Elm Street.
That entire trailer was done in a German technoir.
It's interesting to hear Wes Craven be heralded as the guy who made Last House on the Left.
I hate Last House on the Left.
Last House on the Left is a rough watch.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty hard to watch.
Yeah. So that is our staff picks. We'll be joined by Peyton here.
Yes, I will.
And I think that's just going to be a constant unless you're unavailable.
No, yeah.
Like, join us on the
I'm
good
down.
stuff. Okay?
And some other ones, too. Whenever I make it.
Right. And then that will lead us directly into our live show, which, if you're in the Santa Ana area or anything in Southern California, please join us because we will be doing Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge, and that is to celebrate Pride Month. We are partnering with OC Pride. Make sure to follow them on Facebook. Just type in OC Pride, and you will get all the information. If you're listening to this in the week that it came out or the week following, you can also see us at the Pride Parade in June 22nd. We'll be at the Frida's booth. Come out, say hi. And that's where we're going to be advertising heavily the Nightmare on Elm Street 2 live show that we're doing, which we'll be joined by two very special guests, one that I will announce, one that I'm keeping a little bit to the chest for those who are old-time fans of the show. The guest I will announce is a very prominent local drag queen here in the Southern California area. And that will be Isabella Sochil, and that drag queen will come out and join us on stage. It's hilariously funny, and I can't praise this person enough. They're a fan of the show. They listen, and they're a little behind, so I don't think they've heard you, Tyler. But they're very excited to be here. OC Pride is very happy to co-present with us on this, and so bring your friends, come out. Unintentional jokes that work too well.
Damn.
Yes, come out, celebrate June and Pride Month with us for this very special presentation of the most unintentionally gay film horror film probably that's ever been made. So that is June 29th. You can get tickets now. Currently, there's a new place that you can find all the links to everything that we do, right? And what would that be, Mr. Rowe?
It'll be on our Instagram as well. If you already follow that, we're going to throw that on there. But it is...
Leah, link in the bio. Our link to these tickets is always in the Instagram bio. So if you do want a very direct link to that, yes, follow at bombsawayshow. But
we are using a new service called Linktree. If you're not familiar, Linktree provides one single link that you click, and it opens up a bunch of other stuff that will link you to everything else for us. So our URL is linktr.ee/bombsawayshow.
Okay, repeat that for him.
linktr.ee/bombsawayshow.
So that's Linktree, but tree is spelled tr.ee.
Yes. linktr.ee.
You're going to start confusing them.
I know, I'm trying. No, so you go on there and we'll have everything linked for tickets, for t-shirts, for our Instagram, for our Facebook, for our Twitter, MySpace, Friendster, SoundCloud.
So basically now the opportunity to give like a one-stop shop until like our website's up and running, and we'll still keep it up after that, but a one-stop shop to everything that we usually reference at the tail end of every episode. So those TeePublic shirts, which go and get yourself a Nightmare on Elm Street 2 official Bombs Away logo, like t-shirt, pillow, whatever. Like this I'm so proud of this logo. It's so simplistic in design, but it works. Is that it's a slash. Basically, my idea was like, what if you were wearing two T-shirts? One was a rainbow shirt underneath, and then he like slashed you, and you were wearing a black T-shirt over top of that, and you can see the rainbow underneath. Like I love the design, and I'm very proud of it. So go out, get that, wear it to the show, show your support. There's always sales going on. They're normally $20 tees. You can get them for $13, $14, depending on what sale TeePublic is running. But you can find the links to those shirts and to what we were saying, tickets. Tickets are available right now, $15 for our next live show, June 29th. And you can get all of that at linktr.ee/bombsawayshow. Okay? And that's also where you can follow us on Spotify or brand new forms of podcast apps. Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I think that pretty much covers it for the month of June. Some other things that you should be aware of is that we booked Midsummer Scream.
In the middle of summer.
And if you don't know what Midsummer Scream is, that is a local to Los Angeles midsummer horror convention.
Yes.
In which you can meet Elvira, the cast of Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and it's also a place that local haunts can come and advertise what they're going to be doing for the upcoming haunt season, and plenty of horror memorabilia and things like that. We are going there as ourselves. For
That's
those
scary enough.
Yeah, right. And we're going there to celebrate horror, and as many horror episodes as we do already. I think it's a perfect fit, and to get our name out there. So if you happen to be at Midsummer, go ahead and say hello. Stomp on by. I don't know why I said stomp. I meant
stomp
stop
on by.
Stop on by.
Stomp on our set.
Yeah. Well, come out because we've set up an entire watching movies in our parents' basement set, completely interactive. Come by, come do an interview with us. If you're a fan, this is your chance to be on air. So many people have written and been like, oh, can I do an episode? And it's really hard to be like, yeah, come on down and schedule something, especially when we plan ahead so many episodes. So this is your chance to come on and be featured. Come down to Midsummer, join us, and you'll be on camera, you'll be on microphone, and you can participate with us, and you can sit around and hang out with us for as long as you want. We're going to be there for 2 days. This is August 3rd and August 4th, and we would love to see you. So come on out. You can actually buy tickets to Midsummer, and you can actually use a promo code, promo BOMBS, and get a discount on tickets.
Say what?
What? Yeah. And that really helps us out too, because the more that you purchase things like that under our code, the more that we get recognition, and they kick us a little discount on next year when we want to do another booth. So go ahead, go to midsummerscream.org, I believe is the website, and you will be able, if it's not .org, it's .com. I don't have time to look it up. You guys can figure it out.
.gov.
Literally just type into Google Midsummer Scream. It'll come up. Go ahead, buy your tickets. Put a promo code BOMBS at the end of checkout, and you'll be able to get a discount on tickets.
Hell yeah.
All right? So that's that. And then, other than that, I think it's coming in July. If it's not, it's going to be August. We are putting together another type of entertainment for you when it comes to live events here at the Frida, and it is going to be called the VHS Roadshow. What the VHS Roadshow is that every first Monday of the month, we will feature an A-style movie and then a B-style movie. So, something from our past nostalgia that's on VHS, it will be a big blockbuster type movie, and then a more B movie like we're used to will be on display for people. I can't say, that's all I can say of what the movie is. They're curated from myself. And we can't announce what the movies are for legal purposes. You just have to come and watch two, the great movies, hilarious movies. I I can't tell you what they are. All I can tell you is if you're a fan of nostalgia and you're a fan of the history and the life that something such as 35mm or VHS has in the world, like when you pop in those kind of mediums and you watch it, you have to recognize that those kind of mediums have a life. They lived a life. They were watched by people. And so there's distortion, there's little fuzzes, and I don't know. If you know a VHS tape, you know what I'm talking about. And so there's something uniquely genuine about watching that experience and getting taken back to a time in your past where if you're listening to this, you're more than likely an 80s or a 90s kid, so you know that you had a VCR, you had VHS, and you watched these classics. Or maybe it's time to discover some classics that have been long forgotten about that are only on VHS. So come out to the Frida Cinema on the first Monday of the month when we will do VHS Roadshow. That's what that's about. And tickets for that and link and everything will be available on our Linktree as well as soon as that's officially announced beyond this Shorties episode and the logo's up and everything. Okay?
Hell yeah.
Hell
Awesome.
yeah. Well, Shorties went a little long, as it sometimes does.
Longies.
But I'd like to thank our guest, as always, Mr. Payton Beaber.
Pleasure being here.
Thanks, Peyton.
Absolutely. And we'll catch you this week with plenty of material for you guys to listen to. Like
hell yeah, too many actually.
Too many. Yeah.
Every time I eat these goddamn shits.
So I'm Jonathan.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Peyton.
And we got nothing still.
And we'll see you at the movies.
Okay, Ebert.